send love to anyone or anything whenever it occurs to you. This is a practice you want to develop, for as you give, so shall you receive. Give love out in your thoughts. Don't be surprised when it comes back to you in the least expected way. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, Atma Bandhan. Welcome to chapter 3 of Unified Course. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you for playing this beautiful song that was created by Preeti ji yesterday. We are already centered in our heart. It feels like we are in the unified field right now. And I felt like I am coming from duality to oneness. So, not much to say, just feel like being there. So, let us pay gratitude to our divine creator for making us in that perfection. So, gently close your eyes. And if you want, you can put both your hands on your heart center and feel the pulsating love in the heart center. You can once say, God is love, so I am love. To feel that love once again. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, my Creator, thank you for making me perfect and for keeping me perfect, even as I attempted to separate myself from you. Thank you for making me invulnerable to any negative or uninvited influences. Thank you for giving me the means to clear my aura and fill it with your love. Thank you for keeping intact my whole self and my name, even as I temporarily wandered off. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gently, you can open your eyes and continue listening in this mindful state. So, friends, we have revised chapter 1 and 2, and now it is crystal clear with our experiences that we are that one whole self, of which this physical body is limited to 5 senses, which Babaji is calling lower self as of now. And the rest of the part, which is higher self, rather, I would call it greater self. So, what is the line of separation between lower self and higher self? That is our mind. Mind makes us feel separated from our greater self. But what dissolves that line of separation? Where is the key to open the door to that other side? Our heart center. The little self, this physical body, perceives so many things which can come from our thoughts, memories. We can feel emotions like grudges, fear, scarcity, pain, worry, sorrow, so many, etc. Like this. So, but also the mixed feelings of love, faith, joy, they are also there, and limiting beliefs as well. But our higher self only knows pure unconditional love. And that divine love can only be felt in our heart. We can feel that perfection in our being. So, to communicate to our higher self, our awareness must always be in our heart. So, today in this chapter, we will go through the pros and cons, what are the do's and don'ts of not using safeguards, what prevents us from being in our heart. So, we will start this with a brief summary, and this will be presented by our ever radiating, who is already love personified, our beautiful Jayaji unified. So welcome Jayaji. After giving us a quick recap of the chapter, I request you to lead us to our quiet period practices also. So welcome, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes, yes,
Okay.
you're audible.
All right. So first we learned about our higher self. And then this chapter teaches us to start communicating with our higher self without realizing it has always been there to guide us and protect us. All this time we've been unaware of it. We just didn't notice it. We just didn't feel it. And it was beautiful, the example that they gave about the clock, because the first day that we did this chapter, I suddenly was able to hear the clock ticking, and it felt amazing. I had heard a story when I was small that there was a man who had lost his watch in the barn, and he saw a few children playing in the garden, and he called them and he said, "Can you help me look for my watch? And I will give you a present to whoever is able to find it." And so they kept looking for an hour. And then after an hour, one child said that I will be able to find it, but I want everyone to go out. And so after they went out, he came out with the watch in 5 minutes. And they asked him, "How did you do it?" He said, "When there's silence, it's easier to hear the ticking of the watch. And so I put my ears towards the ground in a few places, and I could hear the sound. So here's the watch." So in silence, there's a lot that we can hear, feel, and connect. Um, so here in this lesson, we learn to develop some kind of safeguards. Our thoughts are influenced by physical or spiritual beings. Those thoughts can be helpful or harmful, good or bad, positive or negative. And since we are all connected, like the beads of a necklace, it is why our thoughts unintentionally get influenced. And because of that, they invade our aura and influence the way we deal with things, influence our thoughts. Only our higher self can be trusted. As of now, we can distinguish our higher self and outside thoughts. So we must learn to close our aura whenever we go to places where there are crowds, like parties, hospitals, or when people are in pain. We are our own masters, as we have learned, and we can command things that happen to us around us. So every time the mind brings a doubt, clear it and let it go. Because the doubt is a barrier. It should become slowly our own nature. Like they say, fake it till you make it. Or in Hindi, they say, bakka bakka kare, pakka pakka kar. So keep talking, and then it will become firm into your belief. It will become your second nature. Also, when we started, normally we pray. We put our joli out, like our basket, and just accept, just receive whatever is being put into your basket, because you will be able to use it in the future without any barrier, without any confusion, without any doubt. Just accept, just drink the nectar, keep drinking, and it will come to you. Another thing we learned, that at home, we tend to let our guard down. So it's very important to keep closing our aura. There were two friends. One of them had cancer, and the second friend took care of her all the way for about 3-4 years. And then when her friend passed away, she got cancer. So she asked, why did it happen to me? It's because she took it in so much that it affected her health. So it's very important to close your aura so that you do not take in other people's pain and sickness and irritation. You impact your own energy. When we are influenced, we get frustrated, irritated, exhausted, unhappy. A lot of the times we feel that that's not me. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? And so now we have the key to the lock of the treasure that's there inside. So closing your aura is the key, one of the keys to open up your divinity within. We can clear our aura to clear all these effects. So sudden anger, sudden uncontrolled behavior. And now we know the solution. So let's use it to our benefit. So to clean our aura, this is what we have to say. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are created as love and light, and you are still love and light. You each feel no pain, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go, and I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. So, in that way, we are addressing them and then sending love and light to them. And then we are helping them reach their destination. Another safeguard will be given to us by our higher self. It's like the protection that we have when we want to avoid hackers, we want to avoid scammers. So we are so careful with the way we deal with things. So, like that, it's time to protect. Also, when you have a little plant, we build a fence around it so that the birds don't come and so that it is protected from everything. And then once it becomes a tree, we can even tie an elephant to it. So at this moment, when we need to be protected, we should learn to protect ourselves over and over again from extra outward influences and then build on our energy. So the signal that the higher self will give could be the movement of our heads or fluttering eyelids or a sudden vision or itching or warmth of some kind. That is why it's important that our upper body is free to move. The beautiful thing is our signal will be pleasant and it will be given to us only when we ask for it. This signal will show us our connection. During our quiet time this week, feel the higher signal, connect with it again and again, and enjoy the pleasant experience. This week at night, close your aura and then practice I am made in the image of God for 3 days. So if God is love, I am love. God is light, I am light. God is peace, joy, bliss. I am peace, joy, bliss. And you can go on with those qualities and feel every quality within as you expand and become limitless. The balance 4 nights after you close your aura, thank your higher self. And with that, send love and light to all. So I start with I send love and light to every cell in my being. I send love and light to all around me. I send love and light to the plants and the trees, to the oceans and the mountains, to the skies and the birds. I send love and light to the entire universe. During this week, as you become the giver, the Devata, the Datar, then you can see love flowing back to you. It's like when you throw a boomerang, the speed and that you use, that's the speed that it comes back in. So if you throw love, you get love back. And slowly, slowly, we unfold the magic that all this time was actually around us, but we missed it. So now since I am in the moment, I can enjoy what is around me. And so I feel that's the summary I have for today.
Beautiful, beautiful, Jayaji. You have covered all the points. So I don't think we have to add anything. So you can take us to the quiet
I
practices.
cannot hear. I don't know why.
Oh, you cannot hear Kavita ji? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we are all able to hear everyone.
Yeah.
But
No,
Jaya
but
ji is not able to hear what she's saying.
yeah.
Maybe increase your volume.
The volume is clear. Is it the connection?
Okay, then now you can hear me.
Can you hear now? All of
I
us?
can I can hear Vandana ji.
Oh,
Kavita ji, I cannot hear. Yeah.
oh,
It's
really?
breaking
Oh,
the voice.
But I am able to hear Kavita ji clearly.
yeah, even me.
Everybody else I can hear clearly.
Oh. Anyway,
Okay,
so
Vandana ji, if you want to add something, then you can add so that Jaya ji can hear you.
yeah, of course, definitely. I'd
Yes.
like to add that it was a beautiful summary. I loved all the examples that you gave of the watch, the little boy finding the tick tick, that it makes the sound. And like you said, that in silence, you can hear everything, you can connect. That was beautiful. And then you said that when we are taking care of our loved ones, then it is very important that now we know our safeguards, but so many people don't know. And this is a very common notion that people who are taking care, they fall sick themselves because they get so attached to that pain of their loved ones. So they start feeling that pain. Yeah, and somebody's over here that will be is already a witness to that and has been has gone through that. Yeah. So it was a lovely summary. Thank you so much. All your examples were wonderful. So would you like to take us now into meditation? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, can somebody play the music?
Yeah, yeah. The music will be shared.
Let's get comfortable. Drink water if you need to. Take off your glasses and dim the lights. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and gently close your eyes. Just settling in the silence for a minute. As you get comfortable with your own breath, take a few deep breaths. And as you take in the breath, feel the peace entering. And as you breathe out, feel the release of all the toxins. Feel everything around you. Now breathe at your normal pace, leaving all the noise behind as you enter your own mystical space of silence. I am made in the image of God. God is love, and so I am love. God is light, so I am light. The light that is brighter than the sun and the stars. God is peace and joy and bliss.
Jayaji, unmute yourself, please.
So I am peace, and I am joy, and I am bliss and abundance. Feel the fountain of love and light spreading around you, becoming brighter and more radiant. Just observe how your body feels right now. Say it with me. I am ready to follow this divine direction given by my higher self. I release all other distractions. Every time my mind wanders, bring it back gently and lovingly. Choose to be fully present right here, right now. Infinite love and wisdom and abundance is flowing through each one of us. We are here to experience that. Our higher self is always with us, just as we feel the silence, the connection. Our higher self has always been there to protect us and guide us, nudge us and prod us, love us. So drop all the efforts and just let this beautiful magic happen to you. Let us clean and close our aura. So repeat after me. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole, healed, and complete. You are each created as love and light. You are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go, and I ask my higher self to take you there. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel the love permeating into every cell of your being. We come to a place of love and stillness. Let the energy of these words fall into your heart, making your aura even more powerful and more radiant. Every atom of my being is filled with love, God's love. I feel so divinely protected. This beautiful breath of life flows within me. As I breathe in, I embrace stillness. And as I breathe out, I radiate peace. My very presence brings love, peace, vibrancy, and balance to me and those around me. Feel the expansion of your aura glowing all around you. Your nature is love, bliss, light, joy, abundance. You are whole, healed, and complete. Every cell of my being radiates with this energy, free from all limitation, infinite, boundless, perfect in every way. As I am aligned with these beautiful qualities, I become the source of light and abundance. Feel the sensation of your heart and the vibration of your being. Feel that you are ready to receive whatever is useful for you in the moment, right here, right now. Then say, I am ready to follow this divine direction guided by my higher self. Release all other distractions and be here. Pause, feel, connect. Infinite love, wisdom, and vibrations flow through each one of us. And we are here to experience life at its best. We make room for more love, and our higher self is showing us the way. Guiding us every step as we walk through life. We release any thought forms that have fear or judgment. In the presence of our higher self, it's like the comfort, the love, the warmth, the security that a child feels in the arms of its mother. Enveloped in her love. So let's feel even more love. As we ask for a signal. Let's shift our awareness to these words and repeat them. My dear higher self, please give me my sign now. We can ask our higher self again in the name that we have got. My dear higher self, please give me my sign now. Just pause for a few minutes and ask this question again and wait for the sign. Be aware that the signal would be comfortable to you. It could be any kind of sensation, any kind of feeling, a feeling of love or warmth or a gentle movement. Pause. Feel. Connect. If you have got your signal, you can acknowledge it. And be joyful about it. If you haven't received your signal, you can ask the question again. If you feel peace, love, you have this comforting feeling, then your higher self is very much with you. No need to struggle, since you have asked the question. The answer will come to you. Just be in the present. Be in the bliss. Be in the moment. Be in your heart space. Now, I am ready to send love. I send love to every cell in my being. I send love to the space I am in. I send love to the area I am in. I send love to the entire city. I send love to the trees and the animals. I send love to the rivers and the mountains. I send love to the sun and the stars and the skies. I send love to the entire universe. I ask my higher self for its love and its guidance. There is immense joy in silence. Silence heals. Silence reveals. Silence cleanses. Silence strengthens. Silence transforms. Be in the moment. There is love and abundance everywhere. I choose to see the simplest, sweetest blessings around me. The sun shines for me. The trees sway for me. The birds sing for me. The flowers bloom for me. The rivers flow for me. I choose to appreciate the beauty around me. God has made me in His image so that I can enjoy living life to the fullest. We thank Babaji and all the other masters for guiding us and supporting us every step of the way. Because I have chosen to see joy, happiness, and peace in His entire creation. As we live through this wisdom, so fill your hearts with immense gratitude for the entire existence as it flows in harmony. As we align with the universe. Answers come to us easily. And effortlessly. Before we come out of this practice, again, send love and light to everything around us. Now slowly and steadily, as we come out of this meditation, keep the intention, this beautiful feeling throughout the day. This energy, this immense vibration and be present in the moment. Pause, feel, connect. Slowly feeling the room again and the space you're at. Whenever you're ready, you can stretch and unclasp your fingers as you put them on your eyes. And gently opening your eyes inside your palms. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And take a deep breath. Soak in this energy and slowly open your eyes.
Kavita ji, would you like to talk? See if Jaya ji can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jayaji. Can you hear me now?
No.
Not so clear, but it's okay.
We are all soaked in love. The
Beautiful.
guidance was so soothing I felt like I was not aware whether I was in trance or I was sleeping. But your guidance was very soothing. So Vandana ji, you carry on so that she can hear.
Yeah. I would also agree with Kavita ji. It was very soothing and very poetic. Very poetic. Yeah, it was beautiful. And the words you came up with, you brought the silence. So many examples you gave of silence heals, silence reveals. That was beautiful. Yeah. So it was really nice, very beautiful.
Sheelam ji has written, she has felt her higher self for the first time.
Oh, wow.
That's so beautiful.
Yes, she was worried that she's not getting a signal from such a long time.
Monil ji is saying she got some answers of her questions. Yeah. Wow.
Where is it?
Please read.
Mm.
Indeed, we all know the power of silence now. That is why this quiet period practices are so. I love this. I love this.
Very, very important. Anna ji, would you like to say something? I feel that you want to say something. Shall we?
No, I joined in very late. I joined towards the end, but those few moments in the end was also so calming and so nice. Her aura and her calm voice. Just even for the 2-3 minutes that I joined, I felt very much at peace and nice. Thank you so much.
Shall we unmute? Yeah.
Yes,
Sheelam.
Sheelam ji.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It was really nice. I want to congratulate Jaya ji for the summary that she gave. It made me realize that, even trying to treat someone who's injured, I forgot about closing our aura and cleansing it. That my brother-in-law had met with an accident. So I was with him for a week. At the end, when I came to join my grandson and daughter for his surgery, I was so bummed out. And I was wondering why I felt that I never realized. So when you told today, I realized that how important it is daily to keep practicing, clearing our aura and protecting our aura. Thank you so much. And your meditation was really beautiful. For the first time, I took two nudges, as my thoughts were tending to drift to bring me back to the meditation. So it was very rewarding. Thank you so much.
Jaya ji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since I've started this course, it's just now I do it so many times of the day. Uh, Sending love and light, feeling that I'm in the image of God, and closing my aura. It just feels um, the sense of abundance. Like I said, when uh, I have something that I'm going through, and my mother gives me a hug and tells me everything will be okay. That's how I feel when I connect to my higher self. So that feeling of fullness is there.
It reflects on your face,
Yeah.
Your face radiates.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very true.
Anyone would like to ask any questions, or they did not have signal before and they got their signal today?
I
Anyone
brought
would
the
like
clothes. They are on the chair here.
anyone would like to share their experience? Kavita ji, would you like to ask question? If no one is.
So
If
we have
no-
discussed in the Hindi group also. So we
Mm.
can ask that why it is so important to close our aura when we are in home.
Yeah.
So at home is where we let go or we let down our guard. And a few times of the day when I sit, there is an extra flow of thoughts or thoughts of negativity. And immediately I'm able to close my aura and get back into my center. So I think it's very important. Not only a lot of the times we bring a lot of unnecessary information from outside or inside when we are watching TV or in our environment.
Phones.
Phones. Yes. So it's very necessary to protect the little plant that we are at this moment, so that the unnecessary influence from outside does not affect our energy. I mean, every morning we are born with so much energy to run through the day, and the less we waste it, the higher our energy will be. So every time I feel that I'm out of my center, I come back, even at home, even outside.
Right.
Very good.
I would like to add something. Like why one is more vulnerable to those external influences. We find each one of us have different, you can say we have this capacity. We see like kids are more vulnerable. We say isko najar lag gayi, yeah, means something. These kids are too, like you said, at this stage we need protection. But adults who are quite strong, morally strong, they don't need that much protection. Who are in living in present moment, who are active. We say whenever someone is in depression or anxiety, we always tell them go and do some physical activity, indulge yourself more and more in physical activity. Why? To bring yourself in present moment, so that we are not in our thoughts, not in our past and future worries of past and future, which is just an illusion. So it's only our thoughts that attract, that hooks us into that frequency of those external influences. If we are not thinking of something else, we are just in the present moment. If we are doing some craft, we are indulged in some art and craft, we are doing coloring, painting, anything, we are right there in the present moment, and we our thoughts are not scattered. So no influences can attack us, or whatever you can be, we can use the term for that. So it's the external influences only can harm us or can come in our aura when our thoughts are in that frequency. And frequency is nothing but our thoughts, the quality of our thoughts. That makes the frequency. If we are in heart center, then we are in love space, we are in joy. Then even if those influences are there, we are not in that frequency, so we are not vibrating in that frequency, so we are unable to feel them. We only feel them when we are in lower frequencies, and the frequency is nothing but our thoughts. So that is why we have to always keep checking how our thoughts are, and to come to just being mindful, to not indulge in thought. We should come in our heart center. So when we are in heart, we only feel, we don't apply our logic or anything. So this is as Babaji said, because we have already completed 16 weeks, now we know we have already worked on correcting thoughts. So now we know that if our thoughts are not good, if our thoughts are contaminated, then our frequencies is in that vibration, and we can feel those lower frequencies, and we feel that okay, there is influence, and now we have to protect us, we have to safeguard. But since we in this stage, when we are practicing part 1, part 2, and we have just now learned to communicate with our higher self, so we have to use this safeguards so that we can discriminate between those voices and mind chatter. So that's what I wanted to add. It's all in our mind.
Yes. It's all the mind game. Shall we hear Rajni ji?
Atmanand Masters. Firstly,
Atmavandan.
I'm grateful for this blissful meditation. And today, in the state of that bliss, I got a very beautiful guided meditation. A very beautiful guided meditation was when I was receiving that meditation, and it was wonderful. And that togetherness with my own self, I haven't word to explain that bliss. And that guided meditation, it's really a wonderful, and how this a whole protection shield of guide, giving to all of us by Mahavatar Babaji. It's wonderful. From yesterday onward, I'm experiencing that how I am able to protect myself from all the uninvited influences rising inside me in different thoughts, those who was making me vulnerable to, and I was well able to protect myself, to save myself, and I was grateful. Each and every moment, I feel grateful. Even sometimes Preeti ji say me that you share each and every time the same feelings, but now I feel that I became gratitude. I became gratitude each and every moment. I just feel grateful. I just feel grateful. And this is the song, this gratefulness is the song of my life. Each and every bit of my beingness is grateful to be with my soul family. And this unification, it's beyond my explanation. I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all masters. Many times I feel that I I have to take this meditation session, but maybe sometime I will take definitely. I will definitely take this meditation session, because today's meditation that I got, it was just like a universal message to me. Definitely, after a long span of time, I feel the urge to write something, and definitely I will write these words I got as a guided meditation. I'm grateful to Jayaji and all masters for each and every blissful moment you created, and I was well able to dive deep in the ocean of this unification, this bliss. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all, love you all. A tight hug to all. Thank you. I'm able to hug all of you deep, tight. I love you all. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajni for the beautiful sharing. Yes, you are most welcome. You can guide us to meditation whenever you feel like.
Definitely, definitely.
We are sharing the schedules from time to time in the group. You can
Yes.
approach any one of us and we can book a slot for you.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Now your hug is becoming more tight. We are unable to breathe,
Yes.
so please release us.
I can, you know, I feel sometimes with all of you, I became that child who is free to roam with her paws in a beautiful garden with lots of swings, rides, and these quiet moments are just like I'm spending in a beautiful garden with all of you, and I'm riding, I'm singing, I'm dancing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I became a child.
Thank you. Monalji has asked one question. Why only higher self is a reliable source and not the thoughts? So Jayaji, would you like to answer?
The higher self is connected to the universe. The higher self is in its place. So anything that comes out from the higher self is the correct way, the correct thought. And our thoughts get influenced very easily by situations, people, and other sources. But the higher self is untouched. It's like the bulb that is already lit. It's like the connection that's already there. So our thoughts cannot be trusted because they keep changing. And the higher self doesn't change. It's there, present all the time. And it's like a little child or like the mother. So when the mother makes a decision, it's of course the correct decision. But when the child, with his limited knowledge, with his limited understanding, will make the decision. So yes, the higher self is always the most reliable source.
Higher self is like a source. You said, no, it's like a lit bulb. And I feel it's the source, it's the powerhouse from where we get everything. It's the all-knowing intelligence, omnipresent everywhere. And Vandanaji, would you agree that we have been discussing the same example which Jayaji just now gave of mother and a child?
Yeah. It's a beautiful example, mother and child.
So,
Yes, yes, definitely. That's why what we have been saying, synchronicity.
yes.
We've been observing
Because
that.
actually, feeling of higher self is same for all of us. We all
Exactly.
can feel it in the same way, like a mother. It's always guiding us, and we are that little child.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to ask any questions or has any doubts? Masters, this is the practice we are doing. So any doubts you have about the chapter or the signal, not getting the signal, so what should you do?
I guess everyone's connected.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their signal.
Yes. Sheelamji had last time, she was saying that she doesn't have her signal, so she was very worried about it. Sheelamji, did you get your signal now? Oh, yes, she got it. Okay.
Yeah, great. Today's session was really beautiful
Very good, very good. See, that's why this
because
practical sessions are
Jayaji
there.
spoke from the heart, so it was touched by the heart.
Yes.
It didn't allow to go to the brain.
And she emphasized on the power of silence so much that all the participants are feeling like being in
Being
that
in
silence.
being in silent mode.
So we can ask some questions to participants as well.
Sir is here. Now sir will
Okay.
take
Yes,
care.
yes.
Yes, sir, please take
Welcome.
over.
I don't want to take over. I would want everybody to participate, but for sure, yes. I wanted to continue on the topic which we were discussing. So before that, let me first congratulate Jayaji on a wonderful presentation today. The summary and the meditation, they were both absolutely top class. So I'm really, really happy that now this hidden talent is opening up, right? All of you are beginning to find yourself. See, this is your own self-discovery. You are seeing, oh, I can do this. Right? That's
It
the
never
beautiful
felt
part.
like she is guiding us for the first time.
See, that's how good it is. So it's just our own barriers. Once you overcome your first barrier, and then you are on your way. And that's how you get overcome challenges in life. This is the technique, right? So discovering yourself and knowing your strengths. That's how beautiful it is. Yeah, so continuing on the topic of why my higher self is more reliable than any other. That is important to understand. Um, as such, if you understand in the big picture of what we now know from our extensive knowledge of 16 weeks, let us use that knowledge also to understand this level of information in a greater depth. Okay, so understanding what we have learned in subsequent chapters that Babaji has explained, there is nothing wrong, right? So there is nothing to be afraid of either. But what is important is, if what he has explained here is, there are souls or other entities that exist whom we can't see through senses. Those entities are confused, in a state of confusion. They do not know what they are doing. Their intention is not to hurt you or to misguide you or anything like that, but they themselves don't know better. And they are looking for your attention. So what they do? They start communicating with you. And if you are not conscious of who you are communicating with, you could take their information seriously. And when you do that, you can get distracted from your primary path. That there is nothing good or bad about it. It's just that you are now off track. And being off track, your experiences will always be, like we have learned, will not be those of God qualities once you are off track. So that is the reason. Our higher self, on the other hand, knows exactly the plan for which we are here. The exact plan for which we took this body. that plan is clear to my higher self. My higher self knows everything. And my higher self is constantly supporting and helping me with love in that journey, in experiencing all that I planned. So, what higher self does is anything higher self tells me would keep me on track. It will not let me get distracted. Distraction means you are away from the traction. Traction is the motive that moves you on the track. So, we need, in order to be able to experience everything that we have planned for in this lifetime, that is important to, because there is plenty much available for us to get distracted with. There's plenty, right? But at this time, it is important for us to remain on track so that we can achieve the end goal of this life. Become that flower that we were created to become. That's the ultimate goal. We have to become that fully blossomed flower that is called Shailesh, me. For me, it is, I have to become Shailesh in the true sense, the purpose for which Shailesh was created. Fulfilling the expectation of the creator. That's why creator created me. So I have to fulfill that expectation by becoming exactly what was planned for me. Right? And that, how can I do it? Remember, that plan includes all kinds of suffering, all kinds of miseries, all kinds of deficiencies. Everything is included in the package. So remaining with the higher self doesn't mean that life becomes a bed of roses. No. Life will continue to give me the experiences that I came here for. Those experiences are meant for me, specific to me. That's why I need to remain aligned with the higher self and nobody else, because others don't even know my plan. They have no idea, right? Even if Buddha comes and starts talking to me, that I will have to reconfirm with my higher self, well, is it really what I need to be doing in this lifetime? That's how important it is. My higher self is my dedicated tutor. Think of it, intuition, right? It's my inner tuition. It teaches me constantly. Dedicated private tutor you have within. That private tutor is the best advice you can have, or best guidance that you can have. That's what I wanted to say on that topic. Jayaji, you just get ready now. You have to go places.
I see so many different changes. It's like it's unbelievable. It's like when you see the magic everywhere you go, that aha moment, that,
Yes,
oh wow, this flower was there and I didn't notice it. Or this
yes,
thing was there and I didn't notice it. Yeah.
yes, exactly. It's just becoming aware of where you are. This is what we call as being in the present moment. You know, normally our mind is not where we are. Mind is either in future or in the past, either place, right? So when you are in the present, then you see actually where you are and what you are seeing, what you are experiencing. When you are in the moment here, right? And again, when you are in the moment here, then whatever you experience becomes your complete experience. This is another thing that we need to remember. We say, well, why does something keep happening to me again and again? The reason is, when that experience came, I was not there. So that message went back, the courier took it back to bring it again. That message will be delivered only when I am here in the now. And when I am here in the now, message gets delivered and I experience it. And it's done. After that, it doesn't come back. That courier is delivered. Right? So then you begin to notice things. When you are in the present, you notice, wow, I was not noticing that there was something like that here. Right? Your senses start getting connected with everything that's there right now. And your mind begins to remain there with the senses. That's how important it is, right? So these practices are making such a tremendous change inside within us into our depths of ourselves. That's something I want to also add here. Yeah, Sheilabji, you can unmute. I think it's open for you to unmute. Yeah.
Okay. No, I just remember, I don't know whether I read it in the thing, that usually the message tries to come, and when we ignore, again another message comes in a little harsher way. And if we are not still able to understand, the third message comes with a tappad to make you realize that this is what I'm trying to convey to you.
Yes.
So sometimes you'll wonder why I'm going through again more difficult time, because you never understood it the first gentle warning. Second warning didn't touch you. And third warning made you open your eyes to realize what is happening.
Yes.
So, it was such a beautiful thing. I realized that then only we realized why that harder things came to make you awake,
Yes.
Because we are so distracted with our thoughts. And we think that is the right, to come into heart spaces, it will really take, it will take time with our dedication and concentration. But like Jayaji says, constant practice will make us realize, first we should go into the heart space. That is the one which guides us right. So just I thought of hearing, why again and again I'm suffering the same? Because we are not corrected ourselves. We just want to still think, our mind is saying, no, it's okay. You can carry on. But heart says, no, come on, you have to change. This is why I'm coming to warn you.
Yeah. In fact, the process of change also is not really a deliberate process. It's just witnessing that experience in totality. That is learning, actually, right? When we are, let's say, you are experiencing cold breeze, right? You are standing there, cold breeze is coming, and at that time you are thinking of the desert of Saudi Arabia. That will not let you experience that cold breeze fully, because your mind is in the desert. It's thinking of heat wave, right? And so what you are experiencing versus what your mind is experiencing are two very different things. They are not connected at all, right? That's why it's important, when you are wherever you are, just be there. Allow your energies to be retracted from past and future. Once your energies are concentrated in the present, you will experience everything in completeness. And then you don't really have to make changes. That change is automatic. It goes inside, it goes within, it stays with you. That becomes knowledge, actually, right? So it's a very automatic process. We don't really have to worry about changing. Changing is automatic. Change is the law of nature. We are constantly changing automatically.
Sir, just now what Srilamji said, that universe teaches us in 3 steps, 3 stages. So I recalled, I have read somewhere that universe teaches us through in 3 stages only. First through inspiration, then conspiration, and then desperation.
That's really sweet.
You can explain it better. I have understood, but you can explain it better. How
No, no, this is,
inspiration, then conspiration, and then desperation.
but what happens is when we are lost, I wouldn't say call it lost. In today, I can call it lost, but when I was there in the mind, I was not lost. I was thinking I was doing everything perfectly, right?
Very,
So
very true.
when we are in the mind, right, we are so engaged with um, happenings of the mind or things of the mind that we do not notice the messages, right? That inspiration part we don't notice, right? And that distraction, in the mental distraction, doesn't
Curse,
let
Adita.
us get focused.
Curse, Adita.
That's where the repeated nudges keep coming. Well, you forgot about this. How about this? It's almost like wives have to nag the husband. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. Right? That nagging nature does to us as well, but we don't listen. Sometimes it's three is just to give you an idea that three stages, but each stage can have multiple experiences.
Very true.
It could be multiple lifetimes. There are things which we are trying to perfect over hundreds of lifetimes, and we haven't been able to. Think about patience. We are trying to perfect patience for all our lifetimes from the beginning. We haven't yet, right? So it's important whenever you experience something in the present, it becomes your knowledge, wisdom. Then it doesn't have to come back. Once it is in your wisdom, it is with you and it will be retrieved as necessary.
But when we don't learn that lesson, then universe
Feelings,
conspires.
Sundu.
Then
Feelings.
it
Yes, yes,
put us in such situations that we will now you see, now you at least now you have to look at yourself. So,
yes,
whether it is self-care or self-acceptance,
yes.
whatever it is, that you have to learn this lesson. So
Mm.
it deliberately put us in that situation with conspiracy.
Yes,
And
yes, exactly.
even then also we just avoid, we don't care, we are in denial mode. Then that desperation happens,
Correct.
and then
Absolutely.
we feel that oh, why this is happening to me, why did this happen to me. We start cursing universe. And that is the desperation. That is that stage when we have to learn. Now there is no choice, you have to do or die with a situation.
The conspiracy itself could take several lifetimes
Yes.
also, because that what you are calling as conspiracy or conspiring of the universe, that part we only plan before we come. It's our own plan. We plan it. Yes, yes. It's all planned, pre-planned. Anybody who gets married is actually, it's part of that conspiracy. You are bringing on an adversary in your life. Adversary means somebody who will look at you from totally the opposite side, right? That is what marriage is. Two people come together to teach each other lessons. And if you have planned a marriage in your lifetime, then you are actually conspiring. Well, okay, I could not do it on my own. Let somebody else come and tell me. That's how it happens, right? Socially, we have a very wrong concept that marriage is meant for love. No, 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 no. That's not the purpose. It is
But
meant
don't you
for
agree that
growth.
once we come into this birth, gradually we forget the conspiracy for our purpose which we have come for, and we get
Ah,
too much washed up with the pleasures of the
exactly.
world, and then we
Yeah,
question every difficult times. We question why I have to suffer. It was not suffering. It is we have planned, but we have forgotten that it
Yes.
was our plan.
absolutely.
The
Yes.
whole
Yes.
thing, like forgive. I really
So
understood it
in the
so well.
book,
Ah,
in the
correct.
book it is given not nudges, and Babaji use that word, nudges you, keeps on
Ah,
prodding you, nudging you. That is
yes,
the thing.
But unless
correct.
we are in unified, we don't realize, we ignore the nudges and we think, oh, this is something nonsense and I should enjoy life. That's a more and more nudges come, more and more hammering comes till you suddenly realize, what is this? Why is this happening? That is a difficult stage. And then we curse the whole universe, saying that why I have done so good, why I have to suffer all this. We forget our own conspiracy.
It is. Yes. Now that we are seeing the bigger picture, we are able to understand these things. You just go and tell this thing to somebody who is not into all this, they will say, "What nonsense are you talking?" They won't really be able to connect the information we are talking here, right? So, this is the beauty of this course, that in small steps, how much more are we able to understand now? Right? Very little steps. We have done 16 weeks of practice and reading and studying of the material. And in 16 weeks, how much of our thinking has opened up? Right? This is the beauty of this course. So in small steps, little learning at a time, we are growing. Thank you.
So it is taking us to our primary purpose. Eventually, we should know what is our primary purpose, and we have to just work over that.
Now I think all of you understand, right? Why they say marriages are made in the heaven?
Yeah.
They are the part of conspiracy done there before we come here. That's what is
But
the meaning of that thing.
But very true, Shaileshi. Actually, just want to tell one couple, they lived together for 12 years and living together. Oh, they said we are doing pretty well, so we should get married. And when they got married, third day of honeymoon, the wife came running away saying, I can't stay with this man. Because before, when living together, he was taking part in everything as equal. But once he got married, he thought it was his wife's duty even to bring a glass of water for him. And he started dominating on her, which she couldn't take it. So this is what I'm saying. Each one thinks, that how you have always quoted how you mutually understood each other and took part in each other's course at home. It meant a lot. If you only felt that it was all household is only her duty to do, I mean, life would have been difficult. You would have never had time to interact with each other because you did things together. You had a lot of things to share, lot of things to understand each other, which nobody does actually, to tell you frankly. That's how, and that to present day, I feel children, they think they are working, so that is only their job. They can't do the household as well. And the husband feels, no, household is only her duty. I can't take it. But he wants her to work outside and earn money also. So mutual, there is always too much of stress, and children also get totally neglected compared to what it was in the olden days. They are not guided in the proper way. If you talk anything now, they give ulta answer. No moral is being taught neither by the parents nor in the school. So I feel this present day generation, when you people say, teach meditation, what meditation? When you talk of meditation, they give you back, saying, why are you talking all the bogus? So how to convince? It is not easy to convince when they never understood the concept of it.
It is all our own belief system that guides us through this whole thing, right?
Very true.
The very purpose of marriage. Please, I mean, I'm now going slightly deeper into that, right? Each one of us wears masks, right? We have multiple personalities that we wear. With everybody in our family, we are a different person. With my father, I am different. With my mother, I am different. With my daughter, I am different. With my wife, I am different. I put on masks all the time, right? And every mask covers up my reality. My reality is still hidden from all of them. Now, what happens is when two people become intimate, when they become intimate, those masks start falling. Then they begin to see, oh my God, I didn't see this real guy. This is who this person is. I can't handle this. And it's not one-sided, both sides, it's the same. They are beginning to see the reality when the masks are removed. That's why after marriage the problems start. because now the masks are being shed.
No.
The reality is opening up, right? That's the purpose of marriage. Because in that mode, now you have to learn from each other. And the funny thing is, all the people who, let's say, all children, for example, they know what goes on in the family, right? They are living in the family. They know, they are seeing their parents. They are seeing a relationship. They are witnessing everything going on there, and they are learning from there. But still, when it comes time for their marriage, they forget everything. They jump into it. They want to get married. They haven't learned anything from there. It is just part of their database. That's it. Why? Because they have not experienced personally those aspects. Every time. This is what I used to keep wondering, like, haven't you seen enough in your family as to what goes on, the dynamic, right? Then also you want to get married. Parents pushing their children into getting married. This is the reason is that is actually the real test. This is why such a social system is in place. This is why our instincts push us in that direction. Because that is the real learning and growth for the soul. For us to grow, those lessons are very important. Initially, we just jump around and cry and fight and do everything. But eventually, as you grow together, you learn so much. So if sometimes you may not even be open to learning, but eventually, unconsciously, learning is happening. I can tell you from my experience, after 25 years of marriage, you know what we call as that silver jubilee or whatever, we assign it, 25 years we celebrate. After 25 years, you know what happens? They become just like each other. Then there is no problem. They have learned enough from each other. They have known each other enough. Now they have settled down. And now is the time when they can do more productive activities in terms of contributing to the family, in terms of contributing to the society. That's when people become more useful for the society. They have come out of their own personal things and now they can contribute from their experiences, learnings, right? This is a normal thing. In fact, I heard somebody say one day that at some point when the relation, I mean, like you are married for a much longer time, they just become like mother and son or brother and sister in terms of their presence. They become so much like each other. That's what happens to us. So some people probably can relate to what I'm saying, and this is what happens with us, because that learning, on the surface it may seem like we are constantly fighting, but there is a learning unconsciously happening. So fighting is not all that bad. Having a difference of opinion is not bad. Those are necessary for learning. Always you need to have a different viewpoint, right? And ultimately you also learn to become open, or I would say in some cases it becomes almost like a surrender. Okay, do whatever, I am just here. This is also one of the conditions you will witness in some places, right? This is a normal thing. It's our part of evolution, and none of this is wrong, right? So these days when I look at things, my perspective has changed so much, shifted so much, that I just find love in everything now. If they are fighting, I feel so much love for them. You see how much they are now willing to learn. Every fight is willingness to learn. Right? That's what is actually going on there. Learning is going on. Constant evolution.
So, but this was applicable when in that generation, when people were committed to each other, partners were committed to each other, whether they like or not, whether their relationship is working or not. But they know that once we got married, we have to be together. But now, as time is changing, what I feel that people are attracting those relations in their life from their unhealed consciousness. If they are unhealed, then they will attract that kind of partner in their life, and later on they will either not get along. If they learn the lessons, both of them, then that karmic account gets closed, then they will move on together or separated.
It is part of that plan made in the heaven. That marriage was made in the heaven in a certain way. That was part of the plan. It was all planned that way. Now, there is a trend that we now notice. That trend is shifting in terms of durability of that relationship.
Yes.
Right? That is changing. And the the funny thing is that after that separation, they still haven't learned.
Yes,
So
they will
they
attract
want to
another partner with the
of the
same pattern. Yes.
exactly. So what we are learning in the process, you just can't run away from it,
Yes.
right? This is the learning. So each one is learning. Eventually they would learn. After going 3, 4 different scenarios,
So
they
the
will
person
eventually
doesn't
learn
matter
that.
there. What matters is your lesson. Whether you learn
Exactly.
it through one person or you just keep
Yes,
on changing person to person.
absolutely.
Different
Yeah.
scenarios will come, different people will come in your life, but the lesson will be same. Whether in your household surroundings or whether in your workplace, you can't run away anywhere.
Do you understand why this is happening? Why this change is happening? I will, my understanding, I will share with you how I
Yes.
understand this thing. Is that as humans, we initially, in the earlier part of human existence, we were completely in the body. We have, you understand 3 aspects, right? The body, the mind, and the what we call as heart space now, beyond the mind. Now, for a long period of human existence, we were completely experiencing all aspects of the body, right? And we have graduated, we have learned what it feels like cutting the fingers, what it feels like cutting the hands, what it feels like cutting the neck, all those experiences of the body, everything like looks of the body, maintenance of the body, diseases of the body, everything related to body. We have gone through multiple experiences in several lifetimes, and all of us have done that. So now what is happening in our evolution of the human race, in that evolution, we have arrived at a spot where now we are more with the mind. Earlier, there were few who were in the mind. They had gone through their body experiences and gone into the mind. There were few, but now a majority is in the mind. You can see it from how people behave, right? People are constantly in the mind all the time. What tells you why they are in the mind? Think about their trap of time. Time trap tells you their state. In the past, think about olden times. You must have heard from your elders also in the family. Well, life was relaxed. I was able to sleep during the day. I was able to do this and that and that. Time was not a constraint for them. Today, everybody, there is not a single person that I would come across, well, I don't have time. That's the statement from everyone. They are in the trap of the mind. Mind is equal to time. Right? So whenever you are constrained with time, think about your state. Well, okay, I am in the mind. This exactly is the situation today. Everybody is running and running. Mind is restless. Mind will not let you sit. That's why it is related to time. So mind will keep pushing you all over the place, and it may, all of it may not even be useful, but mind will not let you rest. It's in motion, constant motion. That's what we are experiencing as time. We are always short of time. I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. Right? All this is mind. So now the entire population is into the mind, and we are experiencing different aspects of mind. Experiencing
Some
it.
are subconscious, some are subconscious also. Like if a person, if a suppose a boy have seen his parents, he has seen that his father is not emotionally available to his mother. So he learns from, he grasps from that relation. So he starts projecting that when he gets married, and he starts behaving like that with his wife.
Yes, sir.
And same goes with wife also. If she
Yes.
has watched her parents, so she will just grasp subconsciously from childhood. She has seen, so she will grasp those like how to uh, behave with your partner. She has seen her mother talking like this or that to her father, so she knows that she has grasped that emotions, and that she will project. So they attract each other, that they get married unconsciously, they don't know, but they attract each other. So their frequencies, because their frequency matches, and we feel that marriages are made in heaven, and maybe that is a soul plan. They have planned that they will be teaching lessons to each other, but somehow they end up fighting and not understanding the main reason behind their coming together, and this happens subconsciously or unconsciously.
Yeah, but it is all part of the plan, though. That fighting is part of the plan. It's not outside the plan. It's part of the plan so that it leads you to some experience. Right? That's it's very simple actually. We don't really have to feel complex things about it nowadays, because we are in the mind. The children are developing their mind, or training their mind to through their experiences that way. Right? Now they are seeing mental issues, emotional problems, right? All the entire community that you are living in, you are seeing constant emotions only. Look at the media today. You will see explosion of emotions all
Less
through.
patience.
Yeah, because we are all in that mode now. We are all developing our understanding of the mind. The entire human race is there only. Very few places you have this physical thing. Still, those are backbenchers still trying to qualify those classes. But most of the human race is in the mind now. And eventually, there is a very large population who has grown up in the mind also to a level where they will now jump out. Right? That is also happening. So, this is, I would say, evolution. There will be more and more new participants coming in, and the ones who have graduated will keep flowing out of this whole system. It's a normal thing. But when we understand this thing, we should just be aware. Well, I am in the mind. I'm in the mind, and in the mind, this is what I can expect. This is when you have this perspective. Actually, this perspective will come when you have gone beyond the mind and seen it. Then only you can have the perspective this way. So, practices of unified will show us all this. It's not difficult. Because those who are able to stick to unified program, these are those souls who are sitting at the brim of the vessel now, just about to flow out. So all of you, just be ready. Continue to practice, and you will one day you are going to just suddenly see where things have completely changed for you.
It's
Uh,
changing,
Then,
and we can feel that change.
yeah, the mind will then basically the mind will become obvious to you. Right now, it's not so obvious. Right now, you are lost in it, right? When you come out, then it becomes, oh, okay, I can now see it. It's there. It's obvious to me now, right? Like I can very easily tell you, well, this is coming from the mind because to me, mind is obvious now.
Anna is saying, but just because in the past people stayed together and marriages lasted forever, doesn't mean that they learned their lessons. They were
Yes,
living in an unconscious state. That is the thing. So they have to come again together to relive and learn their lessons.
and they don't have to come together with the same soul, right?
Yes.
It could be anyone else, but the thing that they are aiming at or the objective will be to experience or learn something, experience from the point of view of growth. That's all. They are adding on to the wisdom, right? So the kind of concept that I would say misconcept that people have from karma is that it is tit for tat. It's not like that. It is the experience that is important. So like if I have had the experience of getting beaten, I also want the experience of beating, and it doesn't have to be the same person who beat me up. It can be anybody. I just need to experience beating. It's a normal thing you see in your lifetime. You see it. Father beating the son and the son beating his son. Son doesn't go and beat his father, right? But they are actually experiencing this way. Mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship. That relationship repeats itself in the other direction when this daughter-in-law becomes the mother-in-law, right? It's experiencing the other side of it with someone else. That's how this whole system is designed. We just experience. That's the purpose. It's not specific to people. People are just props to give you the experience, to create reality.
Like Babaji says, give out love, and then you will get back the love from the least expected way.
Yes. And then don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised. Yeah. Yeah, not necessarily the same person, but it can come around. What goes
Yes,
around comes around.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
so I wanted to share. Yes.
sure,
Sorry.
sure. Tell me, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When the kids were small, I had told my mom that my daughter gets angry very fast. She was just one. I said it probably runs in my husband's family. And she looked at me and she said, there's a reason that she's come through you.
Hmm.
So that so beautifully answered that I have the power to help her change because they're soft sponge at that time.
Hmm.
And then the second thing was that um, when you cannot talk to them outside, you talk to them from inside. So it's like you connect to your higher self and then talk to the person, anyone, any creature, any being, and you are able to pass on the message. So if outside you can't talk to the kids today
Hmm.
or any person, I think trying to speak from within is clearer source, a clearer way.
Hmm.
And the other thing is when you do not study and you have to do an exam, and when you are well prepared and when you go to do the exam, it's a complete different uh, way you are learning to deal with it.
Hmm.
So in this course, when we learn to correct our thoughts,
Hmm.
you see the end result changing. It's when they say thoughts become words, become deeds, becomes habit, then character, then destiny. But when you think, it starts from a thought. So when you
Yes.
change a thought, so then after joining this course, my focus is on myself, and the situation around me automatically changes.
Yes.
When the cup is in the middle of the saucer, so there's no tick 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 tick. If you are taking it and it's moving, it's away from the center, then there's a sound all the time. So as the more I get into my center, the more I see the change around me. Like they say, Jaisi drishti, vaisi srishti. I didn't realize that it was my drishti, my way of seeing things, that was affecting my situation so much. And once I change that, the situation automatically changes.
Yes. Yeah.
So, what we see in the past, yes, it's different. But at this moment, when you let go, the universe flows with its energy and you enjoy that, whatever you see around you. For me, I feel the resistance is gone. Why me? Why this is happening? And I'm like, wow, this is happening. Oh, I manifested it. So I can deal with it. So I think the marriage becomes sweeter, or like you said, any relationship um, becomes better because my expectation in that relationship is gone. So it's like two beggars asking each other for love or money.
Right.
And when my cup is overflowing, it doesn't matter who comes near me. Like you pass by a fountain, ape hi wo, like you get the thandak, you get the mist. So now I'm just focused on my aura and my energy. And automatically, whoever comes by, if they get lit, very good. Otherwise, I keep going. And somewhere, somehow, something gets connected.
Yes. Yes. You got everything correct. You got this is the real purpose of this course. What you are experiencing is the intention. This is what Babaji wants all of us to experience. Understand this thing. In Buddha's language, this is Apo Dipo Bhava. Become your own light. This is what this is. And each one of us is capable of doing that. We are all. And every day is a beautiful day of learning. Yesterday, I spent almost, I would say, about 3 hours together with Preeti ji composing that song. Not composing, actually creating the video of the song which Preeti had created. So just to create the video, it took us about 3 hours of going back and forth. How about this? How about that? And that interaction was so much learning for me. How do I come out of my comfort zone? I was struggling to accept her suggestions initially, and then when I accepted it, it flowed so beautifully. Eventually, I became thrilled. Well, wow, what a thing it has become now. See, this is being open to learning. I have a set pattern, my mindset is very set. But when I'm open, I have this possibility of growth. If I am not open, I can't grow. Right? And remember, all of us are working with the mind. All of us are working with the mind. And when the mind cannot grow, it is going to take us longer to learn, right? So just opening up the mind is so rewarding, I can't tell you. During that 3 hours, you can't like how many times we repeated this song. Okay, now let us listen again. Let us listen again. We have listened to that song so many times now, and every word of it has gone deep inside. just in that process of creating the video. That's it. And it is now, it is transforming me from within. Just that one song, right? And Preeti got she created the lyrics and then created the song, and then we were trying to create a video out of it so that those who listen to the song can also read the lyrics simultaneously. And with whatever homegrown tools we have, we were working with that. It was such a lovely experience, and we didn't even realize how much time has passed as we were working through it. We were so much engrossed and finished. When we came to the finish line, we said, oh my God, it's so much time we have been here. That's how beautiful this thing, being in the present and getting involved, gives you that deeper understanding of that specific thing. So, learning is a constant thing. Becoming the giver and not the beggar is very important, right? And that can happen only when you are ready to receive. The funny thing is, to become a giver, you have to be ready to receive. They are both connected, right? Unless you have received enough, your pot will not be filled and you can't overflow. And the good thing is, when you give, it comes back and you receive it. So giving and receiving creates the flow. Both are together. So when you become a giver, never shy away from receiving as well. And this receiving, remember that also, right?
Kailashi, excuse me.
Huh.
Don't you think actually it's a one part of ownership of every individual? Even in an argument, rather than trying to be egoistic and trying to prove the other person is wrong, which, instead of solving a problem, it creates more of a bitterness. So ownership is usually important, and being egoless. Well, if you're not able to understand why the fight took place, be quiet and take some time to analyze what was the real depth of it, of the whole argument, And secondly,
Yes.
this egoistic fight in front of the children gives a wrong impression on the children that they also learn those abusive words. And we get angry when they use those abusive words because we don't realize with the ego how people tend to use words which are not suitable to be used, at least, I always feel the olden days, parents, even if they had misunderstanding, all would be in their bedroom, but never in front of the children. That's how I've really grown up. It was always love that was expressed all through. And my father used to always say, when a man respects his wife, the society will respect her. So, every time giving that credentials to whatever she has done with appreciation encourages her to do better because she's appreciated for whatever she has done. And even if there's an argument, he would just say, maybe you're misunderstood the situation. He will never say you're wrong. So that she tries to think and solve it out. So that's why, children, when they grow up with this loving atmosphere of the parents around, and we used to think why they must be having definitely their arguments, but they would be in the room when they are by themselves, but never in front of the children. But nowadays, parents have no patience to even solve it between themselves. Everything has to be in front of the children. The children are affected very much, This is what I felt.
In today's situation, the children are exposed to much more than the parents. They are learning from everywhere.
Yeah,
not
that's
just
true.
the parents, right? So and the parents by themselves haven't really learned things that they should have learned from their parents. Who are these people who are parents of today? These people are children of the parents whom you are idealizing, right?
Well,
You are
that's
saying
difficult,
that
Shailesh, to
that
tell.
generation, think about it. That generation parents were so good. They were ideal parents. Now, who are these children today? They are children of those parents. But now they are doing different things.
No, that is because of the outside influences, I feel. It is not their parental influence. For example, I had the
Yes.
most
So,
loving parental experience and in-laws experience that I can never say. My mother-in-law was even closer than my own mother. So I saw both the families only love that, marriage meant love and sacrifice, which was
exactly.
on both sides. But our
Hmm.
children never imbibed that. They went
It's
abroad. Outside influence is so much that what we did never touched them. So
exactly. Now, what you are considering as outside influence is probably partially part of their learning together with you. You are just not aware of what they are learning from your behavior. That's the problem. We don't know what they are learning. They learn through examples, right? So there is no need for us to kind of,
Sir, they
this is
hear
not a
from
predictable
eyes.
thing. This is not so predictable. It's actually a complex phenomenon because we are not living in isolation, right? The society is much more open these days, right? Your children have much more exposure to variety of behaviors that you did not have,
very
right?
true.
That's the difference. And their children are going to have even more because now there is much more media. There is a phone
Yeah.
in their hand, right? The whole world is coming to them in their hand actually. That's the difference now. So exposure is becoming more, and this exposure is becoming more because now the mental abilities have elevated to a level where they can handle it. We are growing in the mental space as a race, as a humanity. We are growing in the mental space. So the minds of the newer generations can handle much more today and handle different experiences. They are not here to repeat what we learned in our lifetime. These minds want to now learn beyond it, right?
Yeah.
So now that evolution is happening. We, generations will never be compatible.
They are now in AI generation. They don't love that slow process of evolution, but we are growing slowly, learning gradually. But they
Yes.
means I can feel my daughters. What I am doing here, what I am learning from Unified, and when after this session, when I go and talk to them, they will give me the same lecture what I have learned from Unified. And I wonder, I am spending 2 hours, 3 hours to learn this, and they already know this.
This is what is important, right? We should not underestimate the children. They are our gurus, actually,
Yeah.
right? You
Initially,
can,
I used to always guide them, teach them. I used to think that I know better. But now, when I have learned to remain silent, learn to listen more, so now I know that they know better. I have to learn from them.
correct. The reason is, it's very simple, logical reason, isn't it? Because we know that there is reincarnation. The one who has appeared as a child in front of me is an old soul from somewhere else who has learnt enough
Yes.
of those aspects now. Is here to grow beyond that.
They are more evolved souls.
Yeah, they can easily teach me what I am trying to learn now.
Mhm.
It's very easy for us to, if we are open, we can learn.
Yes.
I
So
mean, like,
initially, just like Sheelamji said, in my childhood, I have learned, means I was void of love. I never felt that love. I never experienced that love. I have, so my projection was like that only. So I have just closed myself to when if so, I was not able to receive that love. So when that's what the message was from my higher self. And when throughout this course, when I started opening myself and started to receive love, and then I started giving love also.
exactly.
If
So
earlier I used to give love, but they felt that it is I am pretending. They never felt that that this love is means unconditional or original. My children also used to say, "Ki don't pretend." Whenever I show my concern, they used to say, "Ki don't pretend. We know." But now when
yes,
I show love, they really feel that.
the uh,
So
the the thing we all have to really understand about love, right, is that um, if I don't feel loved, doesn't mean that others are not giving me love. It is my barrier. I have stopped receiving love. That's why I can't feel love. Others, my parents are showering their love on me. I just can't feel it. Problem is here with me. But in your younger days, you can't understand it. You will be fighting with parents all the time. Right? Same thing about love. If you try to give love, it will be pretending only. You can't give love.
yes.
You have to
I can
become
show concern, but that is not love. They are not
again.
perceiving that as love.
Yeah, so showing is artificial
Yes.
and they can detect it. They are
Yes,
not.
our energy speaks.
Yes. So love has to be expressed, right? It has to come from the heart and become an expression. You don't even have to use words for it actually. And they will feel it right away, instantly.
So the
And it's
change
not
when
just
happen
children,
inside
anybody.
me,
Hmm,
that change that happens inside me, now everything is transformed. Situations are still the
exactly.
same, but I can feel that love. So I feel like it,
Yes.
call it miracle or magic, but
Hmm.
life has changed completely. It's
That's what exactly this is what Jayaji was saying, right? I want to become the fountain, right?
yes.
And then anybody who comes around me can feel the mist. That's what is important. I just want to become the fountain and I work on that. And to all the fountains need a source of water, right? And where do you get it? By being love, right? You just be love. The whole circulation of love gets established automatically. So your supply will never be depleted.
Hmm.
That's how it is. This is the beauty of love. So
Shivanji is
actually, this
thinking
is
very
the
seriously about something.
yeah, this is the problem with kindness. This is the problem with empathy, because people show it, and that showing doesn't work, unfortunately.
No, I realized I'm not taking ownership myself, which I told Shailaji. So I was just thinking, because always there's a sort of tug of war between me and my daughter. She's the only child. So,
Yes, yes,
every time she says, you never understand, because my mind is set on a particular concept that is not willing to change so easily, which I realize now to say, I'm not taking ownership of my smallness. It is not her, you know. We just don't want to say we are wrong. We feel the other one is wrong. So I was just thinking about it. What a thing I have said. It's on me only that I'm actually analyzing. So
yeah.
So
it
that
is
was your
beautiful.
own personal experience.
That's what I said. It opened my eyes to realize it's my not realizing the fault is with me and not
Yes,
on the people around.
yeah. This is the advantage of sharing your experience. When you share, you are actually clarifying within.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you
what
so
happens,
much.
right?
Yeah.
So also remember, today you have undergone a transformation during the meditation, right? You have
Yeah.
felt your heart, you have got your signal. That shift is now beginning to happen within you.
I hope it
So just
continues stronger.
you no, don't hope. You work on it.
I'm
Don't hope.
working. I really,
Believe that
Continue
it
the
has
practice.
started.
I
It has
do
just
believe I
started.
really.
It will. It will now grow. The seed has now sprouted. Okay. So now just you have to nurture it to become the plant. Yeah. It will happen. Okay.
Manda.
All right. So, Kavita ji.
Yes, sir.
See,
So,
Preeti ji wants to say something. Yes, yes.
yes,
Ah,
she's the co-host. She can unmute.
hmm.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful conversation. A lot discussed from life experiences. And always, if we keep that in our mind, that we are not here to repeat, we are here to create new, and things have been changing and it will keep changing. And we expand when we see the beauty, right? So it's all in our vibration that we attract and we change, we grow, we expand, and it is all felt by kids around us. So that's where everything is speaking. So I would like to thank Jaya ji first for a wonderful, wonderful session today. Summary as well as the meditation and question answers. How comfortable you are. You are already ready to take more sessions, unified sessions, and guide meditation, teach meditation, if that's your interest. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Kavita ji, again for doing it for all of us. And Vandana ji, oh my God, she's patiently listening so much.
She is becoming Buddha.
She is a Buddha. She has such a patience. She will keep the camera on. She will sit constantly. She will be listening. That's
I'm making my
amazing.
notes also. Making my notes
Wow.
also.
Wow.
This word called becoming is a beautiful word, right? We are all becoming.
That's what we have learned in this unified.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm sort of feeling very, very happy after this experiment, Kavita ji, that you have started. It gives me immense pleasure to see how beautiful, how much variety of flowers do we have in our this garden, this
And
unified
sir,
garden.
people who were behind the camera never opened their camera. They have also come forward. So
So many flowers we have. Yeah, so beautiful. And it's like all of them are blossoming. So beautiful. Thank you.
We have to encourage more to
so
bring
in
out
next
flowers.
when you
Yeah, we have to motivate more to them. Some flowers are still hiding and shying.
sir, so when next session, next season, when you will start a new fresh course, then you will have so many leads.
Yes,
You
yes.
can rely
I mean,
on.
it will be a wonderful thing when we have so many masters ready, so many of them ready to become that fountain, you know. Each fountain is going to bring so much joy to the group. Lovely. Thank you.
So we shared a song. We shared the song in the Hindi group. Here, I think in English group we missed. We'll share
We'll share, yeah,
today.
we'll share the song in the English group also. We are going to be working on an English song also. But this song by itself is a pleasure to hear. Yesterday, I wasn't tired hearing it so many times. Actually, even this morning, I woke up and first thing I did was listen to the song. And I shared that song with all my personal contacts, single one person at a time with their name. I shared it with them on WhatsApp. Please listen to this song we have created. And now my WhatsApp is flooded with their responses. Wow, it's so soulful. So it's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Preeti, for making it happen. Thank you.
It's
Yes, thank
it's
you.
it's all of us imbibing it all together.
Yeah.
So
And it
yes, it
came
is
as a
so much fun.
surprise today when you played it before the audio. I was thinking, oh, what about the audio? Whether you will play the chapter or not. But the song was so beautiful that just we became now.
Yeah.
It's
I,
always good to
I
change,
saw the
right?
time. Yeah,
Yes.
I saw the
Mm.
time of the audio, and I said, well, there is still time for me to play the audio. Let me play the song. Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, today you disclose your identity before only with this song.
Today,
He had to.
Monil ji actually traded with me 5 aloo parathas for this duty. She said, "5 आलू के पराठे दूंगी, आप ये काम कर दो मेरा."
फिर
So
आप बिना नाम से आ गए.
Hey, sir changed so many times. First he kept assistant Monil, then Sharmila, then Zalish.
डू यू नो हु इज शर्मिला? आपको मालूम नहीं है? किसी को नहीं पता होगा?
मोनिल जी का नाम है, मेडन नेम.
हाँ, that is Monil's middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today I am basically Monil here,
Yeah.
presenting to all of you. Harja. This is the role I am doing for her.
Monil's assistant.
Yesterday, I was playing with the app, creating songs so long, it crashed at night. And then I was not able to log in through my phone app or even the browser. It said, enough is enough. Now you go and rest. It was midnight, and I was still like exploring more and more. So many varieties, and I couldn't say that any of them is not good. Every song is touching in so many ways. So I'll keep sharing through YouTube or maybe other channels we'll think of.
Yeah. So now we have no excuse for not expressing our love. Even AI is available to us as a tool. We can all express ourselves fully. When we have to express, doesn't matter if I can't sing, okay, AI will sing for me. You know, that's how lovely it is. So just,
I mean, you just wish and it's there. It's just like that. The whole day my son was around me, and even at night when he was going to sleep and he came running, hugging, and then he was looking into my eyes and saying thank you and saying, wake me up in the morning. I said, okay, you go, take rest.
yeah, so I am getting encouraged now to create more meditation tracks using this AI tool. I will be
Yeah.
creating more meditation tracks and then make them available on our YouTube channel. So all the masters who struggle for copyright free tracks for their meditations should be able to use it. That's what
That would be a
I
great
want to do.
idea, actually.
Yeah, I want to do that because I remember how much we used to struggle
I
for
have also
copyright.
created few tracks for myself, and I have to play in other platforms. So I have made 2 3 tracks, but it's so time consuming that I then left. I said 2 and 3 are enough.
It
Fortunately,
is joy. I mean, when we work with music, we never get tired. I mean, it's endless, and it's just telling you that you just be here. You are enjoying, where else to go. So when that is there, then you enjoy every
No,
moment.
I enjoy making. I spend so many hours, but because it takes so much time, other tasks, other works are just overlooked. So that's why.
yes, and I have fortunately I have the luxury of time, so I can do it, right? For all of you, nothing to worry. It is going to be available.
Monilji is here. So Monilji, few words from you also.
I just want to thank Sailesh ji and Jaya ji. Wonderful session. And the way Sailesh ji explained everything about higher self and all the explanation after that. And also Preeti ji, it's really amazing the song, and I'm enjoying it the whole day. So thank you, thank you. And it's become easier for us to remind us, right? So we'll never
Yeah.
forget now because we're always playing that song. So we can never forget, even
Now
if we
in
want to.
now in meditation, when we are in heart space, जब हृदय पे केंद्रित करना है तो बस इसी को ही चला दें पहले. अच्छा
बहुत सुंदर.
फिर उसके बाद
This brings tears. This song actually brings tears. Like,
so beautiful.
Yeah, I actually, like Kavita ji said, that it brought us to heart center right away. And then during the meditation, also tears were flowing down. So this has happened to me, like it happens to me very rarely. So I think it's the song effect and plus Jaya ji's meditation. Thank you once again, Sailesh ji, for backing us up. You're always there, available for everybody. We're really
Yes,
grateful.
but it's not a free service, huh? Remember, पांच पराठे.
Yes. And you have made my aloo paratha so famous now. Kavita ji also was asking me the other day that I have to come to Hong Kong
no,
to eat the parathas.
I said you were a good cook. That we have got that proof.
Yeah.
She's going to fly in from Ranchi to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I said, if you come here, you'll not regret that this is not like India paratha. I'll give you the same feel.
Good. I just shared the song in the English group as well.
Yeah.
So those of you who want to listen to that, it's there for you.
And so happy for Sheelam ji's experience also. Can
Yes.
see
Congratulations.
this that happiness
Yeah,
can see on her face.
Yeah.
Like
right.
a child,
After
she's
17
feeling so
weeks,
joyous today.
after 17 weeks, she has got that signal.
Mm.
But it happens even like it takes 6 months or to an year to get signals. But not to discourage, but just don't give up hope and keep trying. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes naturally.
Mm. And very beautifully, Babaji has said that don't lose that hope and don't lose that love and that, bliss. Just keep on enjoying. Don't like nag your higher self and just don't follow. Just enjoy the bliss and the joy
Yes.
that you are first, and then it will come slowly. Of course, you have to ask several times, but like don't just think that
It's
I have
called
to
loving
ask,
practice.
and then yeah, just lose your joy and your love. So that I like the most, that just be in your that bliss and happiness and love state first, then it will come.
It's the most difficult to practice. I think since beginning we have been talking about, um, loving, do your loving practices. And if you
Yeah.
see, compare it with past Kriya Yoga and other things, things is these are very easy things. We connect, we can exercise it, practice it anywhere, anytime, in different situations. And here, when we are meditating with group, it amplifies so easily. So that helps to be us in that state.
And
Yeah.
the second time is such a blessing to go through the videos, and I feel that I to almost every video I feel that I what I was doing when I was listening the first time, it seems as if the deeper understanding and the insights are opening within me. Like for example, I was watching Preeti ji's one video, and Neha ji was actually meditating, and she was leading us to meditation and everything. She explained the summary, but after that, when Preeti ji was saying that, she also gave the message of silence. So it was already there inside me, and then Jaya ji triggered it more, and then it was so beautiful, the everything, and the way she said that we are not victim to uninvited influences. Don't think yourself like you're. As if you are in trouble. You're not in trouble. You're just giving them a way to go to their own place, their own destination. Very beautiful. So everything is like, I want to see more and more, but the time is not enough. I want to see all the videos in one day. I watched like 2 videos today, so I can't believe it that I had the time to watch. Of course, I'm working also together, but
Monalji, if you'll remember yesterday also in the afternoon meditation, it just came to me about Mon. I was talking
yeah.
about that in the meditation. Yeah,
Hmm.
see the synchronicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always there, and how things happen by themselves. It's like, um, for me, at least my experience is that every time I see things happening for me, even if I don't remember something and I go to a supermarket, maybe it's very small thing to listen, but people might think it's a coincidence. But for me, I know that it's what's happening. So I'm a witness to it, and I can feel so grateful that time. So
Your
the
higher
things are
self.
coming, even if I forget, the things are coming and showing up that, hello, I'm there. You, you can, please pick me up. And it's so beautiful, really, the smallest things. And I got to my Sarvabhaumik, like the one we are doing in Hindi group. So I got that messages. So I was asking Vanna ji this morning that does it happen that while walking and like with nature, I got 2 messages which were very profound. So I didn't sit down, so I don't know. So Sir and Preeti ji can put more insights on this. That is it all right that I got my universal truths while walking and because I was quite engrossed and I was in a meditative state already because I was listening to the videos and I was just like taking it deep inside me. Shailaji, you are
Yeah.
muted.
So you will receive the appropriate message at the time when it is necessary for you.
Mm.
It doesn't matter whether you are walking or you are in the toilet. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It will come to you at the right time when it is most
it's
needed
needed.
for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
So
what the book
when
says,
it
yeah.
comes,
But I didn't know that it is in stillness or it's in while in daytime because the book says
anytime.
that you can get the message in stillness and then you can brood upon it the whole day when you are in your routine. So I wasn't
Yes.
sure that whether these are the
That
messages
is
from a
when,
person.
so that is when you are doing the chapter for the first time, you are still not connected, right?
Mm.
For the people
Yeah.
who are new to the program, that's where that lesson is important, that you are at that time actually you are learning to distinguish between your mental chatter and the universal or your higher self's talk. That distinction you are trying to establish, but for you, you are already there, you have already established that, so you are able to instantly recognize, so you will now continue to receive those messages constantly. Now you are actually, you were already also, you were receiving earlier also, but you were not focused there, your station was not tuned there,
Mm.
right?
I
Now
wasn't
you,
channeled, and
ah,
yeah, and the beautiful part was that what I thought and the video that I was watching afterwards, and then Preeti ji said the same message, exactly same message. So it was so beautiful. The again the synchronicity that
yes,
happened,
Yeah,
and
when
when
you
Preeti
see,
ji says na, that on the third day, on Wednesday, Preeti ji always says that on Wednesday we are already, practice so much, the repetition, it helps so much. So I realized today that when we have done the course and then again we are doing this revision, it's already helping so much. So really practice and repetition helps us a lot. Yeah,
definitely
Even
sorry,
I,
initially,
Preeti ji. Mm.
sorry, even I would like to ask you a question about my universal truth.
hmm.
Vandana ji, I would suggest that we can do it on the day of chapter 5 because we are too late now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I-
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can write your question so that you don't
No, no,
forget.
no. It is
yeah,
tomorrow only. No, it is tomorrow
No,
or
yeah,
tomorrow we
day
are
after,
again repeating this chapter.
3.
yeah,
Okay. Then day
day
Yeah.
after
after tomorrow.
tomorrow. Then I'll ask her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hope I'll get time. Yeah,
yeah,
because yesterday was so
make a
busy with
note of it.
everyone. Yeah.
Make a note of it. Then we will talk about
No,
it.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember
Preeti ji.
that. I'm just saying if you can get time.
Preeti ji was saying something.
Yeah, Preeti ji, please. Sorry.
no, I missed out. I don't now. I don't remember. I paid
Sorry,
attention
sorry for
to
that.
what you guys saying. No, no, no problem. I think it was something related to what you said, but that's okay.
Because on
I
that day
was saying about
we will
practice.
be looking for questions and there
Yeah,
will be no
yeah.
question from the participant.
Sure,
So
sure.
it will be better.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, I was
Mm.
saying that when you see synchronicity all around you, it means you carry love inside you. Everybody has it, but the more you feel it, the more you live it, the more you express it, the more you receive. That is what it says. You won't believe when it returns to you, when you send love, when you, right? So when we send love, he says that initially you will feel that you are doing a mental activity, but just after just keep trying and trying and trying, and then one day it will start happening through you without you noticing it, or even giving you command to send love. You will find yourself in that state that you are radiating love. So then you
Yeah,
see
it's very
synchronicity all
beautiful.
around. So that's the
Mm.
state of you becoming unified. I mean, we are all unified when we start receiving messages from our higher self, and it's the journey where we start trusting it also. We do not need to ask somebody, or uh, you know initially we do tend to do that so that we trust ourselves more. But then eventually it takes us to that state that many of the decisions you start taking, that spontaneous right activity starts happening all of a sudden.
Yeah, definitely. I'm experiencing it so much. I've been reminded of things, and when I go home, sometimes if I forget something, and then I said, "Oh, I forgot this," and then I see it in my stock already. That means I was being guided that you don't need to pick
Yeah.
up this. I was forgotten about. So much I'm seeing this happening. So it's so beautiful to see, and your trust, your love grows all more. So it's very
Love is
beautiful.
the magic, love is the miracle. If you see that
Mm.
in your life, it's you are already there. Right? So that's how I started seeing it, and I also read it in the book. Then it also gave me the confirmation how gently, like it slowly, gradually things happens. But definitely, I mean, you keep expanding when different situation comes. But definitely, you have one perspective you want to, you know, see through life. So all the
Chal-
relationship troubles we have been talking, it is always about love, to master
Beautiful.
love, whether it is about self love or giving love or becoming love. It's all about that.
थैंक यू चलिए तो आज कविता जी
Thank you
सेशन
so
को
much,
रैप
sir.
अप करें. हम्म?
Yes. So thank you for being there. It's like more of a discussion, as if we all are discussing on the same topic and growing together with more insights with our personal experiences. So
Thank you
thank
for
you,
creating
everyone.
this
Yes,
platform, Kavita ji, for all of
so
us.
I have not created. The platform was always there. We just jumped in.
So that jump
When
was
you
very
say
important.
when you say I want to do something, no one is there to stop you. Just remember that the universe just knows. Yes,
Thank you for providing us this platform.
Wonderful.
you are us.
And
We
now
are
we can dance
unified.
and we can sing also.
We
So
are
Yes,
beautiful.
unified.
the song. Since the song has arrived, we can dance.
Yeah, I was literally feeling like dancing. I was doing something and I was playing this. I wanted to leave that and start dancing, really.
Yeah,
Songs of joy.
as the song was playing, I was actually envisioning a young lady wearing a sari, and she's in the foothills of a mountain, so many flowers, and she's just enjoying being in that place. You know, that's how I was envisioning as the song was playing.
That
I
was
also saw
so
the same
beautiful.
thing, like a lady in a different, even in Registan, like sand desert, she is like enjoying her, the God presence in her. So
You
that
both saw
was
me.
most likely,
That's a good
That's
most
one.
good.
most likely there's a song very that Lisa Ray, right? Lisa Ray,
Mhm.
Afreen Afreen. I think it's something like that. I visualized.
And Rumi always goes around with his gown and he goes round and round while singing. They've always shown that vision of him, you know. So for Rumi,
Sweetie
I
ji,
have that in my mind that he always like dances while he's singing.
Sweetie ji, you can try a Sufi song in the same
Definitely.
lyrics.
Definitely. There are songs, there are more songs. Once you are bored of it, I will share more. First you enjoy, you don't become like me. I am like in a well of songs.
No, since you have dived in, you just bring out more and more songs. We are ready to listen. We are open.
Preeti
Yeah,
has
definitely.
already, she has already crashed the AI app.
Yeah.
What else?
Preeti now you have to
Yesterday,
start a course on teaching AI to all of us.
yesterday, this time only,
How
I
to
think I
explain.
started during the session only. I jumped into Suno and then I started working until like 12. It was 11:45 when the system crashed.
Yeah.
Now it's
So
enough. Go.
Preeti ji, before you were saying that you were like resisting AI. Now you're
Yes.
giving, now you're giving like extra love. to AI.
I just embraced it the moment I realized it. There is no way to run away. Later, sooner or later, you have to use it. Why not use it now when it is still blooming? And then you have ideas. You just bring it. Who is stopping you? Explore it. I can't even imagine an app that will generate lyrics for you. That will create songs for you. Even they can do visual arts for you. A lot of things can be done through AI. We just have to explore. So that time factor, right? What Kavita ji is saying, that time factor, you have to decide in your curiosity or your creativity.
So basically, Sweetie ji, what you are doing, you are just feeding unified affirmations to AI and making artificial intelligence getting transformed into
Smart.
all-knowing intelligence.
Yes, smart enough to answer more unified answers.
वो और भी ज्यादा सर्वज्ञ बुद्धिमत्ता है.
Now it can feel also, no? When it's creating the music, the song, it is generating that feeling also.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Or
it's mocking the sound of the known singers like Shreya Ghoshal or Shankar Mahadevan or something like that, right? So Shankar Ehsaan Loy. So they keep mocking the sound of even Atif Aslam or Mohit Chauhan. These are known singer from Bollywood.
So is there an app where you can feed your voice note? You can
Yes, yes.
just give her, then
Yes,
it will
yes.
play that,
Same
it
app.
will create the song in your voice.
Same app.
Oh,
Suno.
then you can
I will
try
share the link.
with your voice.
Join through my invite, so I will get some bonus points. I already have so much, but no harm in keep trying more and more.
Saleji wants to say something. He's laughing and thinking something.
I was laughing because when Vandana ji said Sarvagya Buddhimatta, that in my mind I heard something very different. So I can just say that for you. When she said Buddhimatta, what I heard was Buddhimatta.
That's why you saw a vision of a young lady dancing like
नहीं
Apsara.
बुढ़ापा मत it
Apsara.
means like no old age anymore.
Buddhi.
She is young.
So Vandana
Apsara.
she is ageless now. I told
Yeah,
her reverse aging. I gave her that compliment.
that's how
Buddhi.
she is actually. She is so youthful and joyful when you meet her in person, as all we can see on screen.
So Shailesh just got her message from telepathy.
Buddhimata. That's really appropriate.
Yes, Sandhya ji is saying that you can create videos from text or lyrics too. Video, there, but I think I have not come across a very good video tools. I have explored a few, but not so much that I could buy it.